morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am. You sleep well?
Thank you, I slept well. All right, this morning is going to be kind of special. It will be fun. We're having debates from the GS3 class. And I think they are grouped into two. We have the team A and team B, the supporting team and the opposing team. So please pay attention. We are going to be judging based on your communication skill, your confidence, your articulation, that is how well you present yourself, your spoken, the way you speak, your pronunciation. Please, you have to be mindful of your pronunciation, your speech, your time, how you manage your time, your confidence, then your decorum, that is whispering. We don't want to see you whispering to one another. There must be total decorum. So your neatness, your dressing inclusive. Must be well dressed, polished shoes, brushed hair. You are going to be looking at all that. So those are the criteria to judging this morning. Do we understand? Yeah. So all of us are going to be judging as well. Then your points, we listen to your points too. So as we start, the Lord will help you in Jesus' name. Please don't be nervous. It's just us. Don't be nervous, okay? All right. So who is our thank you
for the supporting team? A clap. The person of Alias Olayinka. Clap there, clap there, clap there.
Good day, people and students. My name is Olayinka Alias. I stand to support the motion which says the use of mobile phone is an advantage to students. Before I proceed, I would like to say good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my fellow listening audience. Firstly, I would like to define what mobile phone is. A mobile phone is a portable telephone that you can use to receive calls and information. Now, according to the research, 95% of secondary and high school students have smartphones, and most of them utilize it for educational purposes. Now, let me dig into a few advantages of mobile phone for students. One is improved knowledge. Those days are gone when students used to look up to their parents to teach them their assignments. Nowadays, students explore anything on mobile phone. Mobile phone help to get quick answer. In the classroom, teachers don't have the opportunity to teach students to teach to give every student answer. In this case, phone can be a grateful resource to STEM.
The chief speaker for the supporting team, the person of Alias Olayinka. She is supporting the motion which says the use of mobile phone is an advantage to students. Okay, that's for the supporting team. Now let's have the chief speaker for the opposing team, in person of David Adekanbi.
Good students and people, standing before is Adekanbi David. I'm here to against the motion which says use of mobile phone is an advantage to students. I'd like to say good day, Mr. Chairman, impartial judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my fellow listening audience. I'd like to tell you the meaning of mobile phone. Mobile phone is a wireless device which enables users to communicate and receive information. The use of mobile phone is very rampant by students nowadays. The use of mobile phones makes students watch pornography films which are not meant to much. What are pornography films? Pornography films are films which show naked people, and that should not meant to be by students. The use of mobile phones also cause distraction in class. When teachers give lectures, students don't bother concentrate. They do focus on their phones, and that should not meant to be. Thank you.
You can start. According to my chief speaker of what she said, the use of mobile phone is an advantage to students. It can be used at anywhere at any time. First and foremost, the mobile phone is carried on the person, so it is accessible anywhere at any time. So this makes learning content easy, regardless of the location or time of the day. So students can have access to the skills that expand their learning without interruption. Learning is available easily and at fingertips. Secondly, the use of mobile phone makes our easier. It can be used for work, business purposes, and online classes. Thank you.
Father. The fact that mobile phones are very important for communicating purpose, it is not enough reason to allow students to use them in school. Everyone knows that students are fond of using mobile phones to communicate with their friends. Many do not even use to communicate often with their parents. Students spend useful time on phone, chatting with their friends, watching uneducative movies rather than studying their books. The result of this attitude leads to dropout of their academic career. Secondly, most students using mobile phones involved in examination malpractice, cybercrime, known as Yahoo, and other criminal activities. Thank you.
The use of mobile phone is an advantage to students because it aids easy connection between students and guardians. Mobile phone for students are unavoidable things in the era because of the busy life of people. Without having to be physically present, parents and guardians can contact their children and keep track for their day activities. Thank you.
The negative effect of mobile phone is one. It is one. Looking looking down looking down at your mobile phone for several hours a day can can put can put several can put several pressure on your neck. Two, two, poor vision. Staring, staring at your mobile phone for several hours a day can affect your eyes, health, and eyesight. Thank you.
You can also find an educational app on your smartphone. Apps that for students at different levels of their education. By this, we mean that a student can utilize a particular application to seek help in a subject they are struggling with. Today there's an application in almost every subject. You can also have an app dictionary or translate one in it, and you can find something related to it. Thank you.
School leaders teach students about the potential life. In this point of ours, I hope we have been able to brainstorm you, but not to brainwash them.
Mobile phones hinder the growth of critical thinking to students. If teachers ask them questions, they don't able to longer answer it on their own. They do rely on their phones. With these few points of ours, I hope we have been able to convince you, but not to confuse you, about the disadvantage of mobile phones.
Okay, let's clap them. It's not easy. Yeah, clap them, clap them. So I want to ask you a question, please. The use of mobile phones is an advantage to students, yes or no?
Yes.
Who are those saying yes? Where is the boy?
Mama,
Speak your
students should not have access to food because they will not be able to concentrate in the class.
Thank you. Please clap here. Another point, okay, Arnold.
Students should not have access to phone because if teachers are teaching in their class, they will always concentrate on their phone and they will not listen to the teachers.
Okay, that's distraction. Chibike.
Students must not have access to mobile phone because it will make them focus on the phone. They will not concentrate in the studies.
You are still saying the same points. I want another point.
I will make them to concentrate on cybercrime, called Yahoo, and make and fraud people called 411.
Fraudulent acts. Thank you. Okay.
Students should not have access to phone because they will go online, watch different kind of things that they are not supposed to watch, and their parents will not know about it, especially parents that usually go to work. They will not know about it. They will not know what they are watching. And for the girls, they have access to different mails, chatting, and they put password that their parents their parents did not even have the brain to think about it at all. Thank you.
On phone because they will
To
lose
phone.
because they will lose understanding in their education.
Okay, thank you.
Asking a teacher to come give a point.
Okay, so I think pupils and students should not have access to mobile phone because it makes them lazy. It makes them lazy and they will not want to use their brain in solving or in defining whatsoever it might be concerning their educational activity. Thank you.
Okay, that's she's against it. That students should not be allowed to use mobile phone. Let's have a supporting teacher. Okay.
Okay. I am not exactly against students having access to mobile.
Okay.
I am against students having access to personal mobile phones because we are advancing in the world. If your child does not use phone, it's like it will affect them when they go outside. So at least they should know how to operate, how to do some things. But having a personal mobile phone is a no for me.
No.
Yes.
I thought you were saying yes.
Personal.
Okay. Let's have the school HM too.
Students should have, okay, I'll support and I'll go against. Students should have mobile phone because we're in the digital age. So having access to mobile phone would expose them to certain areas of the current economy we are on or we are in. So they should know how to operate it, they should know what it's used for, they should have access to it. But I would say with guidance, because the phone itself is a device that has lots of capability in it. Gone are the days whereby a phone is just something you use in calling, you use in sending information. Now we make use of our mobile phones to do various activities that just me being in Nigeria, I can connect with someone outside the country, transfer messages, use video calls, and also operate on other aspects of the gadget. But if you are not learned about it, if you don't have vast information with it, you won't be able to operate it. So I would say mobile phone is good, but with guidance. There are these phones we have access to that have limit features for kids. So those kind of device can be used by the pupils, by students, and also parental guidance should be a topmost feature whereby as the child is operating a phone, the parents are also monitoring whatever they are doing on that phone. With that, it will be easier for the pupils to not go astray while operating mobile phone.
Okay, let's clap there. Clap. So I want to invite the judges on the high table.
Well, based on the results, the way I will first of all start with they all tried, they all did their best. For the supporting team, well, their beginning was good, but their ending was wonderful, really wonderful. Well, for the supporting team, for their content of brutal speech, I gave them 20%. Pardon me on that. 20% out of 30 because of they were actually good in their speech, but because of the movements, they didn't actually use their body language. It was very well. Then their grammar, based on grammar, I gave them 15%. Pardon me on that, but you have to work on your grammar more on that. Then your decorum, you all maintained yourself. There was no talking, side talks and all. So I give them 10% over 10. Then the articulation, I give them 20%. Then neatness 9% because so I looked at their shoes. Some people's shoes were not shiny. Pardon me. Then based on group 2, down to you. For their content of rebuttal speech, I gave them 15% over 30. Over 30. Then for their grammar, I gave them 14%. 14%. Then for decorum, I also gave them 10%. They tried, at least there was no noise. Then articulation, I gave them 20%. Then for their neatness, 8%, probably because of the uniform, he was not actually putting on the right uniform for today. And also I looked at the shoe. So that is what I came about. That's how the results came about. In total, I gave group 1 74% over 100. Then for group 2, they had 67%.
Okay, so for me, first of all, please, I want you to give them a round of applause. It's not easy. It's not easy. In fact, sincerely, Auntie, you really tried. Please, kudos to a round of applause for Miss Dami. I was not expecting someone like her to talk so fluently like that, but she tried. A lot of you tried. Clap for yourself too. Clap for yourself. Well done. Okay, so for my own remarks, content of rebuttal speech. Group A, that is the supporting team, I gave them 20%. Before I continue, I would like to, there are 4. Those are 3. Next time, at least maybe you use one as the one that will maybe introduce or it should be equal. 3 on the same thing. So, but for them, I gave them 20% because they all spoke well. They spoke out loud. They tried. Their speech was, their pronunciation, construction of sentences were okay. Then grammar, they tried. I gave them 15%. Decorum, everybody, they all composed themselves. So then articulation, 20%. The way they carry themselves on the stage, they also tried. Then neatness, I gave them 10% because actually they are all on the right uniform. That's my own criteria for them. They are all on right uniform, and then even though their shoes were really not clean, but at least they're all well dressed. Okay, so and then confidence too. Kudos, very good. So total is 85% for group A. So for group B, their speech 19%. Though they gave us points, but they were really not audible, and then the confidence wasn't really there. I think it's only the lady among them that really tried. She used her stage. She was going up and down. So I gave her 19%. Grammar, it was nice, 14%. Decorum, 10%. Then articulation, 15%. Neatness, 5% because of his own dressing. It was not uniform. So total we have 53%. So I guess the winner for today is group A.
Thank you very much. Don't be sad.